Tony, Slick, Gino, and Tin. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.
Yeah, man. They're listening and watching. Sarap. Time now is 9:41 on the clock. The boys are out tonight. My name is Slick Rick.
My name is Joy, Love Survivor.
Rob Rubin readings.
Oh, wait.
Not naughty enough. We can't hear
Wait,
you.
we can't hear you.
Use that voice again.
Try that one. Can you try?
Okay, hello.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Yeah?
No.
No,
Wait,
you want to
no.
hear the voice. Go.
No.
No.
Try another mic.
Can you hear me now?
No, we can't
No.
hear. Wait. Okay.
The lady needs a voice.
Jojo, ask Chief about their mics. But hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to Boys Night Out. And if you guys are wondering where is Tin and Tony, obviously they're not here.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not here. Tin is hosting, not mistaken, Kiefer's wedding. So his wedding is today. So congratulations to Keith. And Tony is off to somewhere. He was on a bus or something.
He's
And-
finding himself.
Yeah, no, it's for a hosting job. So it's for today and then tomorrow. And then I think he's doing it the whole weekend. So he's going to be back Monday. So that should be interesting. But yeah, so since the two aren't here, we have Jojo to take over. So Jojo's doing his thing, and
God
we got
help
Rob
us. Yeah.
there. So yeah, we're gonna get the mic. But Jojo, how you doing?
All good, man. I came from a meeting. Tinext ko ni Tony, and then it's a very traffic outside because tomorrow is Independence Day and holiday. Kaya maraming lumalabas na tao ngayon. So traffic's crazy.
I like the shirt, bro. Where'd
Oh
you get
yeah,
this?
it's like binigay tones to eh. Alam ko kanta galing Canada.
Oh.
From Canada.
Okay.
So how do you feel? Does it-
Comfy siya. It's like a comfortable shirt. This came from business meeting. Pwede siya pang meeting, pang outside. It's like a all-around shirt.
okay, Rob, how are you, man?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Really excited for stuff to come.
I know you've been a busy guy, and I know you have something coming up soon.
Yes, we do. TarotCon Philippines Summer Festival
Good.
this June 21st at the Astbury Publishon. We're giving away tickets tonight, so stay tuned.
There you go. And if you guys have just just tuned in and just checked out Rob. Rob does tarot cards and he does a lot of other stuff. But he also has a show on the other side, Gem, yeah?
Yep, every Monday night, Jam 88.3, 8 p.m. But tonight, because I love you guys, I'm going to be giving readings also on the air as well. So
Can
let's
you
make.
can you say hi?
Can you say hi?
No,
nothing.
Try
They
this
don't.
one.
They don't want you. No.
No,
Well, we
wait.
want to try that one. Maybe that one next to Sir.
Let's try Nico. Can you say hi? No.
Nope, nothing
Let's
there.
try that one.
Are you kidding?
No. See.
Yeah, speak into all the mics. You know, you have the experience of that.
Yeah.
All right, hello.
Hello?
No.
No,
No.
the
We got-
gremlins are at play.
We got no.
Nawala.
the day that you guys come, the
Everything bogs down.
yeah, it happens. But of course, we have Rhea here now. People watching on playback. So yes, he is here just for today. Let's see what happens with Jojo. Jojo's. Do you have a new job?
Yeah, you have. It's been about a year ago.
Really? What is it?
Yeah, I work in a Shopify developer, e-commerce.
Oh.
Yeah. I work in Australian company.
Okay.
Oh.
And how's that going so far?
It's going so good because e-commerce is very a huge company in Australia and US. That's
Okay.
why
Only there.
most of the time is in e-commerce. So all my job is from Australia based.
So you're happy?
I'm happy because I talk with Australian people. Nasasanay ko. My English is very good now. So like that's why it's very
Like how do you speak to them?
They have slang because in like
Do you use slang or
yeah.
no? Or
good day, mate. It's good like that.
Oh my
I need
God.
some water down under. But di ba ang garbage kasi sa atin is garbage. In
Yes.
there's like is like slam, batting slam or rubbish.
rubbish?
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
It's rubbish.
Yeah.
I
I love Australia, man. They are so great people.
Is it one place that you want to check off your bucket list and go there?
Oh yeah, Melbourne and also Tanzania.
No, he wants to go to Tasmania.
Tasmania.
Tanzania. Australia based yan, di ba? Yung maraming merong
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, yung maraming
You might find some lost relatives.
What's
while you're out there.
the animal in Australia, kangaroo,
Kangaroo.
and the other one is like a
Koala.
koala. Yeah, koala.
Hanip sa slang koala.
Koala.
Koala. There, it's all good. Is your mic working?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Okay, say hi again.
Hi.
No.
What?
No, it's on, right?
yeah.
Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. but
Well,
not-
we
not
can hear
me,
you, but then you're
the rest
not.
of the world can't hear
Yeah.
you.
But, okay, let's. I'm kind of thrown off because there's no mic there.
The gremlins are working.
Yeah, it's just weird.
The ghost.
No, there.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
There,
Speak,
yes.
speak to the thing.
Hi.
There you go. See?
Okay, Ria, how are you?
You said ghost
I'm
and it
good.
happened.
I just came out of a meeting with my team.
Yeah.
Minotaur, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Damn, this
Yeah.
girl's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, super. We have a bunch of campaigns
Yeah.
coming up and single mom life,
Uh-huh.
I'm happy
Love
for your
life.
love life. Huh?
love life.
Oh, yeah. So you
Yeah.
got the love life going on.
Yeah.
Happy. How long has it been?
It's our 1 year on Saturday.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah, congratulations.
All right, so before we get to everyone else, we do have a guest tonight, and let's not keep it waiting. So from Funko Philippines, we got, of course, Mr. Nico Lib with us. Good evening, man.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good
Evening.
evening.
Thanks again for having me back.
No, anytime is because I think Boys Night Out and toys goes hand in hand. So what's happening this weekend?
So, yeah, again, this weekend, we again have ToyCon at SMX Convention Center, Friday to Sunday. And of course, our group, Funko Fanatic Philippines, will again be there.
Okay, so what can people look forward to is because it seems like when you guys have an event, not only like in Toy Con, but when you have your own events, there's always people lining up for something special. What's special this year?
Yeah, so this year, actually, I have it here.
Hey.
So the highlight of our booth is our exclusive for this year.
Cool.
So it's Freddy
Cute.
Funko. Freddy Funko is the mascot of Funko, and he's wearing a Pilipinas basketball jersey.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
So this item will only be available this weekend at ToyCon.
Yeah, looks beautiful.
Exclusive lang.
Is it limited?
Yes, it's actually limited to only 1,000 pieces.
There. Nice. And so how do people, do they line up?
So yeah, they just need
what
to
do they have to do?
They just need to line up. So doors open 10 a.m. So we only have limited allocation per day. It's like about 300 pieces per day. We spread it out throughout the 3 days so everyone can get a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabaga is because you just don't want it to run out like the first day and then all of a sudden like,
Is this your first time selling something limited edition like this at ToyCon or
Almost every year.
Oh, every year? So like, how fast do they go per day estimate?
Well, it depends. Like because this year it's only 1,000 pieces, so we'd expect it to finish by I don't know, maybe 2-3 hours.
All right.
yeah.
Gotta get there early
I'm
then.
looking
got it.
forward to that.
How much that? Magkano may
1,200 pesos.
Can I see?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's so
no.
cute.
Can you show everyone on the
Yan.
camera?
The
Here. No, not there.
Yeah, itutok mo doon.
Right there. Let the people see it.
So cute. He's a little.
Imagine that's 1 out of 1,000. So I mean, the value of
Can I
that is
see?
definitely gonna go
Oh.
up.
Yeah, let's see this.
So
Five
cute.
years from now, mahal na yan.
So it's Hoops Freddy.
He's a baller.
He's a baller. So here you go. This is something to look out for.
He's so cute.
That's pretty cool. Nice. And anything else that people can look forward to from you guys there?
Of course, the booth will have a lot of like activities. We have games. We actually have a basketball arcade in our booth. People can play. And then, of course, there's some sort of contest as well. Like the highest pointer for a day gets a special prize, something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
And it's nice is because I think even past through the pandemic, a lot of people still been collecting Funkos.
Yes.
And So
I have a Panko at home. Jollibee Panko. I have that.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, that's limited edition, huh?
I think I gave that to you 2019.
You're actually telling the guy who gave it to you that
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
one.
I have one.
Alright,
just in case you forgot, Nico,
Yeah,
just in
yeah,
case.
you give
Just
me
a
one.
reminder.
Yeah.
Reminding you.
But that's most expensive, I think. Sabi nila, di ba? Kasi limited lang yun
Yes,
eh.
yes.
Now, speaking about limited, I think that's the thing now is there's a lot of limited edition stuff coming out, especially with say Quicks and all the other guys that have their figurines coming out. What are some of the hot ones to look out for that haven't had a big name yet, but something that you guys in the toy community like? Okay, we like this guy. We like what he's making.
I think, well, some of them are already big, but some of our friends are into art toys. You should watch out for Anna Bernal. She's doing some characters in Toycon, and of course Mark Dwin also.
Oh,
So you can check out their booth at Toycon.
and okay, so that's perfect, is because it's not just like established places
Yeah, so these
that have their booths, but it's also say the artists and
Yes, yes. So these are some of the upcoming artists we have.
So do you have people like? Obviously, you could pay for a Funko. Do you have people like trading for trading their Funkos for something that they kind of like sneakers? How you trade sneakers and then you can trade up to get something good. You have two pairs of sneakers for one sneaker.
Yeah,
do people do that?
some people do that. Yeah.
Is it difficult to put a price on certain Funkos, or is it just really whatever's online, that's the kind of the floating price?
Well, it's basically like, yeah, what's the price online? What's the people been how much they are willing to pay for that item? Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then if people want tickets, where do they get tickets?
So tickets, they can get tickets online through SM Tickets or at SMX. Yeah.
Is there a special band for you guys to get Hoops Freddy?
Not really. This time, we just made it simple, so people just need to line up to get the Freddy Funko.
What time do they usually line up? Do they do the 6 a.m.?
Wow.
Some, I think 6, 7 a.m.
Paunahan na lang.
Yeah, but for Quicks, people have been lining up. I think now, like a while ago,
Wow.
for Friday.
Wow, serious?
Just for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Why? What is he releasing Friday?
It's a Daimos collaboration.
Oh.
Yes.
That guy's been busy. He just released the one collab with Adidas and KQ.
Yes.
So that one was pretty cool. So congratulations to our friends from Adidas and of course Quicks. Yeah. Well, is there anything else besides this weekend for you guys that people can look out for some Funko fanatics?
Well, for Funko fanatics, we're also very excited because the very first Funko store is opening here in the Philippines.
Nice.
Legit.
There you go, Jojo.
Yeah,
I will be there.
So I think it's opening this month. They haven't posted the exact date yet, but it's opening in SM Mall of Asia. So
Wow.
all of the Funko fanatics are really looking forward to that because it's the first Funko store here in Southeast Asia.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
That's historic.
Yeah.
Saan location yan?
Mall of Asia.
Mall of Asia.
So that should be good. So
Yes.
where can they find out? Do they check your page?
Yes, just check our page because we regularly share like any updates regarding Funko.
Yeah, you guys are always updated. And yeah, why don't you invite everyone to, of course, ToyCon this weekend and check out your booth.
Yeah, so I would like to invite everyone to visit ToyCon this weekend, Friday to Sunday, at SMX Convention Center and visit the Funko Fanatic Philippines booth for our very special Freddy Funko and Pilipinas basketball jersey exclusive.
Yun.
See you there. See you there.
While supplies last, right?
Yes,
See you
yes.
there.
And you want to say hi to anyone? Thanks to anyone?
Oh, I just want to say hi to fellow members of Fungo Fanatic Philippines. See you all this weekend.
Yun.
Our friends from Training Ground Fitness Center. They
Oh,
say
yeah.
what's up to you, Nico.
Unicorn.
Hello.
Hey, thank you very much. And okay, let's play a song, commercial break, and be back with Rob and his readings. And let's see, you guys can also get yourself read. All you gotta do is call us up 863-10899. Hit us up on the Zoom. It is 632-899-0899.
Tony, Slick, Gino, and 10. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Beanie, check it easy. 2025, time now is 10:09. Welcome to the second hour of the show. Boys Night Out. My name is Slick Rick.
Jojo Love Survivor.
Rob Rubin readings.
Ria.
Yan.
All right, and here we go. Time to do some readings. Of course, Rob got the tarot card con happening. Yeah,
Con, you
Tarot-
make it sound like I'm a con artist, man.
Tarot
Con Summer Festival.
There you
Yes.
go. Tarot Con Summerfest.
June 21st at the Asbury Publish on 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Probably one of the, and it's not the actual TarotCon yet. The TarotCon is in November, but this is kind of like an intimate gathering for the people who are really into these things or want to get into it, get to know people. We have a slew of interesting new speakers. It's at a very beautiful, posh venue in the Asbury, and you could purchase tickets at tarotcon.ph. But today, if you follow our Instagram at TarotCon Philippines, I'm going to select 2 lucky winners from there to give free tickets to, as long as you're in Metro Manila.
Now, is it one of those things that if you're into it, are you naturally like you have the gift, or can you learn?
Let's talk. Let me speak in your language, brother. It's like
Yeah.
taking up jujitsu.
Uh-huh.
We never thought we could do it.
Yeah.
When we got into it, we got our asses kicked, but eventually it grew on us.
Yes.
So anyone can learn it. It's
Ah.
open to anybody, any walk of life. Anybody can have a beautiful experience because it's a tool of self-discovery, empowerment, and clarity.
Basta interested ka lang.
As long as you're open to it.
Yeah.
If it's part of your beliefs, then by all means. If your personal belief systems contradict it, then just keep away from
Yeah,
it.
to each his own.
How did you feel like, oh, I just want to start reading people's.
Okay, this story has been told 1,000 times, but actually, the tarot found me when I was 14, and it hasn't left me alone since then. So eventually, I realized that when I would read for people, I would give them a certain happiness, and I was like, you know what? I like doing this. I want to help people.
It's a calling.
Exactly, and I didn't make it about like make me Master Robert Rubin, the guru mystic of the. No, it was more like how can I use these cards to give you peace of mind? Because nowadays a lot of people are suffering from anxiety, depression, they need clarity, and if I can simply augment that and just make you feel a little bit better through my gift and my practice, then heck, it's worth it.
All for it, yeah. And you might as well, is because I think a lot of people, that's what they want. They want some hope out there, and just the light at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly.
And we got someone on the call right now.
Very persistent.
Yeah.
So we have someone on the Zoom. So if you guys want to get yourself read, all you got to do is call us up 863-10899.
And
That's
I'll
the
let
hotline.
Jojo decide from the callers who wins a free ticket, right,
Yeah.
Jojo?
There you go. So the fate of your, winning the ticket is in JoJo's hands.
There you go.
But the hotline once again is 863-10899, or you can hit us up on Zoom. So the meeting room number is 632-899-0899. So if you guys want to hit us up that way, all you got to do, go to the Zoom app and plug in that meeting number, and there you go.
Join.
There you
And we
go.
got Jewel with us.
Hi.
Hey, Jules.
Hi.
Hi, Joel.
Hi.
How are you doing, Joel?
It's actually past my bedtime, but
Really?
I wanted to listen in. Hi, Jewel. Yeah, I'm here now.
Okay, so Jewel, where are you calling us from?
Just QC.
QC. Cool. Wonderful. The North.
All right.
The North
Jewel,
remembers.
go ahead. Take it away. You could ask Rob anything. So,
Ask me anything you'd like. Just no dates of death and no lottery numbers, ma'am.
All right. Actually, you said it's for people who don't have peace of mind, but
Wait.
I have peace of mind.
Then you can ask
So,
anything you'd like. Just,
All
it
right.
helps give more peace of mind.
I guess can I ask something financially related?
Go right ahead.
Go.
Ask the question.
So, how are my finances going to look? Is that a valid question?
Yeah, it's a good
I've
one.
never gotten a tarot reading.
All right, very good. It's first time for everything. I'm
Okay.
really honored. Your finances are stable. They can be better if you step up because I'm sensing that there's a certain authority in you that's about to come out. And if you own up to it, if you own up to that aspect and say, you know what, this is part of who I am, I want to do this, your finances will get even better. Think of it like you have a latent gift for cooking. If you embrace that gift, you're going to make a lot of money from cooking. But if you don't, it's going to be okay. But if you actually let this gift out, I see there's more money coming your way. It's really an untapped talent in you. It's an untapped gift, and you should really share it with the world.
Okay, got it.
All
Thanks
right.
so much.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks,
Thank you, Jewel.
Thank you, Jules.
See you in pub.
Thank you.
Ah, looks like this girl like the party.
Are you single, Jewel?
There you go.
Oh no, I have a boyfriend.
Oh,
Sorry,
really?
Jojo.
Oh, since when?
Can I also get him read? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
What's his
go.
question?
Okay, wait.
And please don't ask me if he's being faithful. I don't want to get like a...
No, I'm
Is he
not
being
like
faithful?
that.
I don't want that.
Say what's up to Papi Levy and the wifey. They're tuned in.
Oh, what's
Thank you
up,
very
Papi
much.
Levy?
Yeah, Papi Levy.
What's up?
So what's the question?
Oh, maybe she's getting the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Maybe she's waking him up.
Here.
There.
Okay, so what's the question?
Hello.
Good mornings.
What's up?
What's your question?
First of all, I just would like to say hi to Slick. I've been listening to you since I was grade 5.
What's up? What's up, bro?
So I'm 29 already.
Damn.
You're grown, man.
It's crazy. So yeah, probably my question is, I don't want to ask anything financial, but because my girlfriend already asked. Probably how's the next year looking for us like in our relationship?
All
How's
right.
it look next year?
That's a good question because I'm actually seeing there's going to be a lot of things to be proud of in that relationship.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need to prioritize happiness over achievement. Like example, what good is it if you two are a power couple? If like in order to be a power couple, the actual relationship is suffering. So at the end of the day, remember, happy wife, happy life. But she's not yet your wife. So remember, at the end of the day, whatever you do, is it something that's going to keep the relationship strong, or is it going to put pressure on the relationship? But there will be things that will really help the two of you move forward as a couple. So to that, I say congratulations, more power to both of you.
Yay. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
Hey,
All right.
thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Have a great night.
You too. You guys.
Good night.
You guys go to sleep. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Sleep well.
Yeah.
Sleep well.
Things are gonna happen. Say what's up to Papi Nico.
Nico,
Yabut.
what's up?
This guy's traveling
Yeah.
all over the world. What's up, Nico? Who you with?
For those of you who want a private reading with me, you can hit me up by appointment 0916-551-1824. Once again, that's 0916-551-1824.
Yeah, how's that? I mean, for the private reading, obviously we're doing it real quick now. So it's just one question and, whatever. But then, like, when they do the private readings, is there like a time limit, or is it just something like you just vibe and then, okay.
Pretty much the latter, because I don't want to like cold cock it at like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. 'Cause that's kind of, inconsiderate. I'd like to say I'll let the reading go as long as it has to in order to give you the clarity you need. Sometimes it's 45 minutes and you're happy. Sometimes it's an hour and 20 minutes, But I don't want to really keep it too contained within a time limit because it kind of makes me feel constrained, because I really want to give the person, their money and their time's worth, because if they're doing it in person, they're coming all the way to QC just to see me. So ultimately, I want to give them what we call a positive tarot experience.
Yeah.
There. Jojo, you have any questions?
Yeah. Rob, how about my love life?
Love. Okay, let's see.
Honey,
Love life.
love
All right,
life.
brah. Here's the thing, okay? You got to stop putting yourself under the mercy of men or women you choose to date. I don't know which direction you're going. But the thing is this. Love life is good, but you got to remember to keep your respect. You are the love survivor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do
Kasi
not...
Bumble lang ako ngayon.
Oh my, well, kaya pala. That's not the best place to look, okay? So you got to be careful with that. That's not the Bumble. That's called the jungle. So
Yeah.
right? That's the jungle. You don't want to be in
watch
there.
out where you look at
No.
Jojo.
Yeah. Bumble lang minsan.
Good luck.
All right.
There's this one called Grinder. You should give it a try. It would work for you.
No, Jojo. Hey, like, what is this?
Career, kumusta naman career ko?
Huh?
Career.
Okay, career. That's a safer question. Whew, all right. Actually, you're up for promotion. I think they like
salamat.
you. They're gonna make something good happen.
With the Aussie
With the
accent.
Australian accent. So they're gonna want to work with you soon.
Aussie, Aussie, oi, oi.
Sample.
Yeah, let's hear Australian
I want to hear
JoJo.
the
And then some
Australian.
water.
There you go.
Water.
Now we got a people up playback. If you guys want to ask anything, all you got to do is just send in your name and whatever you want to know. This one, Ryan from Toronto, is asking, how is the rest of 2025 gonna hold for me?
All right, it's a good question, Ryan. And the card. You're actually going to have a burst of inspiration for the next half of the year. Something's going to wake you up and you're like, holy F, my God, I can't believe this. And you're going to want to do whatever this is consistently. It's almost like, when you got kind of the muse's arrow hits you and like all of a sudden now it's the only thing you think about in the morning and it's like the last thing you think about going to bed. You're going to be very driven, inspired, borderline even fanatical. So at the end of the day, just do it with a little bit of, moderation.
Yeah, don't go all out.
Yeah, don't go balls to the wall with that one because you might just end up burning out. So make it sustainable.
Don't want that to happen. Charm is asking love life.
Love life for Charm. Ooh, you got commitment issues, girl. That's the thing. So Charm, you got to ask yourself, is it love or is it companionship you want? Because they're not necessarily the same thing.
They're not the same,
right? So like when it comes to love, are you really willing to sleep next to this person every day? Are you ready to wake up next to them? Are you willing to have the hard talks to make that love work? If it's just companionship, Jojo here is very much available.
Yeah,
he will
Jojo's
companion you.
The ultimate companion.
He will be the best companion you could ever imagine.
There, see. Let's see. Another person here. Aaron is asking his career.
Career for Aaron is, okay, you need to be more competitive. Right now, you're kind of a bit coasting too much. And you got to ask yourself, with whatever it is you're doing, what makes you more valuable than the other people doing it? Right? Like in my industry, there's a lot of people who call themselves tarot readers, but I've already pretty much set myself up beyond them because of the stuff I do. As a reader, I don't just teach, I also empower, I help, I give people a quality experience. It's the same thing with you. Whatever it is you're doing, you actually have to have the audacity to say, how can I be the best? All right? You can do it. I believe in you. What are you looking at, Riri? You got something to say?
No.
I know you got something to say. This is about the boyfriend, huh? You want to ask about the boyfriend? So who is he with right now? Ooh, I see
he's playing Dota.
Oh, yeah, that's what they all say, right? How many times have we heard that excuse? Hon, I'm just playing
No, he
Dota.
really is. Just
Okay,
like,
yeah. All right.
JoJo's our Mr. Dota guy.
Happy na.
I'm kidding. I wish the best.
Let's see. Chrissy is asking career.
Career for Chrissy, and the card we have is the 5 of Cups reversed.
What does that mean?
Okay, whatever's going on in your career right now, it's already taking an emotional toll. So I would tell you to slow down because you're either on the verge of a burnout or you're emotionally not feeling safe.
Yun, Chrissy.
And you don't want to be working somewhere where you don't feel safe. You want to be working somewhere where you feel you belong, you're respected, and you're valued because safety goes a long way in anything you do.
That is true.
Because if you force yourself to be in an environment where you don't feel safe, even if you're working, that's non-sexual prostitution. Okay, think about it. And you will eventually suffer medically because of it, because all the stress being put on you because you don't feel safe and you're just doing this for money. So at the end of the day, you got to say, do I feel good where I am? If I don't, I got to take a step back. It's only a job. You can find another one.
Reevaluate everything. There you go, Chrissy. This one is the Egyptian king. I want to ask for my friend's health. The friend is living solo overseas and has health issues.
Yeah, thank you, Egyptian king. Which one are you? Well, you know what? Believe it or not, you might be seeing more of them sooner than you think because I think they're going to need to travel in order to do some medical procedures and stuff. I'm more worried about their gastric system, so burning, how do I say, digestion, stuff like that. They might be having like ulcers and stuff, and it's stress related. So they might want to have that check their stomach.
Yeah.
There you go.
While we're waiting, can I throw down?
Yeah,
like
go.
us on Instagram, TarotCon Philippines, and I will select 2 lucky people to get free tickets to TarotCon. Once again, that's TarotCon Philippines on Instagram, and 2 lucky people will get free tickets to TarotCon. And of course, Slick Rick's captain. There you go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, who's this?
I'm Kat.
Hi, Kat.
Yes, Kat.
It's my first time to call Voice Night Out. So,
Hey,
welcome to the club.
Where are you calling, Kat?
Parañaque.
Parañaque.
Subside. All right, Kat. Hey, who's that?
Oh, this is my husband. Sorry.
right.
What's up, husband? Okay.
What's up?
So, Kat, what do you want to ask Rob?
Generally, just the year ahead for me
Okay.
or for my family also.
For you and your
Thank
family. Let's start with you.
Hey, thanks.
There will be travel coming your way, so
Uy,
you better
may travel.
better prepare for it. If you don't have a visa or a passport, got to get that working because it's going to be an opportunity to travel, and if you don't take it, you're going to miss out on it.
Yeah.
Now, for your family as a whole, right now things need to slow down a bit. There's too much chaos, and just be completely okay with just being, because family is not about what you can get done. It's just like, well, keeping it together. And if everybody's doing one thing after another and it's causing chaos in the family unit, then you're putting the family unit in jeopardy. So sometimes just chill. It's just a Sunday with Netflix and food, and that's just basically it.
You don't have to do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
because-
you don't have to have like a master family plan of
Chillax
goals.
lang.
Yeah,
Chillax,
because a
as he
lot of
says.
people they kind of stress themselves like, oh, we have to always be doing something. No, not really.
We have to wake up at 8. We have to
Yeah.
jog at 3. And it's
Stay
like,
at
oh
home
God.
lang.
Yeah, relax.
Chill.
Okay.
All right.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you,
ma'am.
Kat.
Ay,
Bye.
Bye.
Congrats to Creeper Ravena. Ha? Okay, congrats.
Alrighty.
So random.
Yeah,
Where did that come from?
yeah. That's
Jojo?
why I saw in Instagram kasi. Eh.
All right. So Keith, congrats,
Keeper,
man.
congrats ha.
Congrats.
You can call us up 863-10899. Also, if you want those tickets,
Yep, you could try and like on Instagram, TarotCon Philippines, and I'll select 2 lucky likers from there today. And at the same time, Jojo might select which lucky caller will get a
Sure.
free reader.
We can.
Or a date.
Or a date. Yeah, you can have the date with Jojo. And if you want a private reading with me, 0916-551-1824.
Jet is asking love life and career.
Love life and career, asking 2. Do we give him 2, boss, or do we give him
Yeah,
1? Okay,
2,
love
that's
life
fine.
is... Here's something I'm going to tell you, Jet. You're going to prove them all wrong. So this can be one of 2 things. If somebody left you, they're going to regret it. And if somebody said, oh, you don't have any chance with someone like Jojo. Next thing you know, Jojo's
Yeah, you got
yours.
chance.
Yeah.
All right. So
You
you're
never
going to
know.
prove them wrong. Now, when it comes to career, the card you have is the Magician Reverse. It's the next stage of your career is all about developing your untapped potential. It's about growing. So if you're going to start a new job or get a new position, you have to say, how can I grow with this? Because you are not yet in your final form, as they say. So more power to that one.
You haven't evolved.
Keep
like a
nodding. Keep nodding, Riri. Like you got nothing
like a
to
little
say.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Duancho says asking for career.
Career for Duancho. Ooh, 2 of Cups. It's all about the relations that you make in your career. It's not about the job you do. It's about the people you know and how they know you. Like, let's take a good look at this guy here, Jojo, right? all these good opportunities come to Jojo because of the people he knows, because they love Jojo.
Yeah, thank you
right?
so much, yeah.
So that'll go a long way for you. So if he was just here working, doing his job, he wouldn't have gotten the opportunities he would have gotten by being friends with somebody or going out of their way for somebody. So it's really about building those connections.
Lucky Chan, career and finances.
Isn't that
Lucky Chan.
Lucky
career
Chan.
and- Lucky Chan, all right. Okay, when it comes to your career, you need to kind of take a chill pill a bit and start being grateful for what's happening, because it's kind of like you're being a bit too critical with yourself. But when it comes to your finances, there will be travel and growth and a lot of movement forward in the remainder of the year. So be ready for that.
All right, how about, might as well throw it out there, Boys Night Out.
Boys Night Out. All right, let's draw
How is this new time slot?
This
Yeah.
new time slot is the Tower Reverse, which is a good thing. You know why?
Why?
By doing this, you actually averted disaster. All right. Maybe if we did it the old way, you would have been struck by lightning. But by doing this, you're opening the whole idea of the show to new energy, to new people, to new opportunities. So you dodged the bullet, and now I'll draw another card for BNO because I love BNO so much.
Oh.
There will be an interesting, powerful woman who will be getting involved in the show soon.
Yun.
A fiery, powerful woman. Okay, and it's not Riri. Okay, Riri
that?
it's going to be another one. It's gonna,
Cool,
I think
make
going to make like dagger eyes with Riri. Like, there's only room for one of us. Something like that.
You know what is weird
What?
is because see, obviously, like Master Hans, he does this, once in a while. And the thing is we pulled out the same card, the powerful woman. And this second time, and it's just like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So if that powerful woman is out there, you might also want to be JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jojo. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jojo. Remember, he's got a sugar mama. Sugar mama. Sugar mama, Jojo.
Sana
Sugar
all.
mama. So yeah, I think the queen of Boys Night Out is coming soon. So, and it's not Riri, but then I can really see Riri like,
No, Tin.
No. Tin is like the Marjorie Tyrell of the show. You need the Cersei. You know what I mean?
No, that would be interesting.
That would be
though.
very interesting.
That would be
Who's
pretty
that girl?
interesting. And okay, so for example, now people are thinking about. Oh, okay. Let's go get the call first. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening.
Evening.
I just want to ask, or pwede ba magpa-tarot reading about my married life?
Okay,
All right,
brother.
Wait, what's your name first?
Yeah.
What's that? Sorry.
What's your name?
Marty.
Marty.
All right. Happy Men's Mental Health Month, Marty.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go all out with this. What do you want to know about your married life, brother?
Is there someone cheating? Meron bang third party involved?
You're
right
asking the painful one. Rick, do I do this? I mean, come on, man. I mean, I don't know, man.
You know what? He called. He made the effort.
All right, bro. I'm not going to say is there...
Yeah. Okay. So the thing is with Rob here is because we've known him for so long. He doesn't give you something. He won't go negative. There'll always be the glass is half full, not as opposed to half empty. Okay, so whatever he reads, this is just for you. Okay, so
All right.
so take it with a grain of salt and just listen. Okay.
All right.
sure.
Based on the cards I drew, the good news is there aren't any cards that are like in your face, dude, man. Come over. Jojo's going to buy you a drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like that sucks, man. That sucks horribly. But what I do see is you, my friend, need some space for yourself. You need to do things that make you important again. I think you're too all in with this marriage that you're losing yourself in the process. Or you're being the perfect husband, but the man is dying. This has nothing to do with is she cheating or not, okay? Because either way, if you do this, if she's not, congratulations, you found yourself again. And if she is, knock on wood, at least you have rebuilt something for yourself. It's a win-win for you. But at the end of the day, brother, you matter. That's what's important. All right?
All right.
More power to you, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Bye.
man.
No, okay, so let's get to those kind of readings, especially like if people do the one-on-one with you.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier to Jewel, is that you won't do the lotto numbers and you won't do the
Dates of death. No, I won't do that.
Okay, so are there anything else that, or is it really up to the person? If they ask you, then you're more obliged, or you just kind of take maybe you'd like to reword that.
Okay, when it comes to dates of death, it's a hard no because I lose either way. Let me give you an example. If I told Riri that her twin sister, Ear, is going to die in 3 days and she drops dead, you think she's going to go on Facebook and leave me a 5-star review?
Yeah.
No, she's going to say this freaking freak killed her. Because it's psychosis when you lose somebody, right?
True.
You're looking to
Yeah.
blame someone. So if I say it accurately, I'm a demon. And if I get it wrong, I'm an asshole. So there's no win for me. So if somebody asks that, I'm like, no, I will not answer that.
But can you sense it?
I can sense it and I will keep. Now, why won't I say anything? Because years
Yeah.
ago, I made that mistake. That I was visiting a friend in the province and I sensed that her time was up. And I made the mistake of telling another friend, I felt something bad and I should have just kept my mouth shut because after the friend died, that other friend cut me off. She blamed me for it. You see what I mean?
yeah.
So there's really no win. And for readers out there who are listening, if you're that kind of reader that predicts death, you're the scum of the earth. Okay, honestly speaking.
Yeah, it's because there can't be anything good that comes out of
Exactly.
it. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And worse by if like I tell you you're gonna die in 3 days, and then all right, I'm just gonna spend all my money, and in 3 days you're not dead. Now I screwed you
But
over.
not how about death, like what that guy just asked, for example.
Now, when it comes to infidelity, that's a
Yeah.
weird thing. That's not binary because, example, I had one girl who came to me for a reading and then she said, is my husband faithful to me? The thing is, the cards that came out were showing that he was unfaithful, but he wasn't having an affair. I said, ma'am, this is going to sound weird, but I think he's more in love with his job than you. And then she broke down. Because she was like, yeah, you know what? I'm only number 2 to his career. He'll drop everything just for his career. It's like kabit siya yun.
So it's very vague.
Yeah, but in other words, he was being unfaithful, but there was no affair. You see what I
Yeah.
mean? So you cannot just say when you sense infidelity that it's just immediately cheating. But there are certain cards that come out that like if they come out in a
It's
tandem,
blatant, like,
it's more like you got a bottle down there. It's like, bro, you sit down, please. I gotta give you this news. But in most cases, I also don't like offering that. because you don't want to see somebody break in front of you,
True.
man. I mean, like I would spin it in a way like, bro, right now with what's happening in your life, you need to be with people who love you. Either way, like, I would make it a positive as much as possible. I would never hammer it down and say she's cheating, because what if she wasn't? What if it's that one time that I'm wrong?
Yeah.
Because nobody is 100% accurate. Eventually, you're going to drop the ball. And if I accuse a man's wife of cheating and she's not cheating, that's a bullet to the brain. You know what I mean? So you gotta tread lightly with these things.
You have a poker face because if you see or sense something bad, you just
Yeah, after all these years, I kind of like, whoa, okay.
or is it something where, like, for example, like I'm not sure how you do it, but then like say you pick a card and then you put it back down and then you pick another card.
No, I don't do that. That's disrespecting the deck, because like if I said, should I trust Rick in this business endeavor, and I get like the 10 of swords, that's a bad card.
Yeah.
And I say, no, I want to check again. It's like, Riri, does this look good on me? Oh, it looks great. Riri, can you check again? Does this look good on me? It's like, you're an asshole. You know what I mean? You don't treat the cards like an asshole.
So whatever happens,
I take it for what it's worth. Like,
Okay.
there was this one
so
client.
touch move.
Yeah, exactly. There's one client of mine. I remember during the pandemic, she was going to get this really big business deal. It was like 7 digits, and she asked me. She was a VIP of mine, and she said, "Should I do this?" And the cards that came out were like, "Hell no. This is bad. This is like financial ruin." And then, like a couple hours later, 3 a.m, she actually had the audacity of, "Can you check again? Because it's a really good opportunity." And I actually kind of told her off. I said, "I will not insult the message of my cards just to make you hear what you want to hear."
Yeah.
The first message was, "This will destroy you." And as your consultant, somebody who cares about you, I cannot make luto the reading just to make you hear what you want to hear.
Yeah.
So please, if you're going to do this, know that my statement on this was no. And she listened only to find out that the person she was doing business with was swindling her. So she would have lost 100 million upwards.
Yeah.
So one of those things, sometimes you got to take the cards for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Respect the-
Okay, so there's no so it's touch move.
Does the deck matter? Like,
Well, this is the one I've been using since I met you. It's just what I carry around.
No way.
I've got so many decks at home, but it's like when I'm mobile, I have one particular deck, which is this one, that I just carry with me. It's nice, compact.
But then I remember that there are different decks
Yeah.
available. Like they'll be like
Oracle.
Okay.
and then
Don't mistake Oracle cards and Tarot cards,
Yeah.
because
Oh, okay.
that's like mistaking, let's say, Tuba with Macallan. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's two
Okay.
completely different things. Oracle cards, I can take 28 photos of everything here BNO and pretty much label it as the BNO Oracle. You know, it's just random messages. Oh, so you got Tony, so you're going to talk
Yeah.
to chicks tonight. You're going to be good looking in the
So,
bar.
yeah.
You got Rick,
Be
you're going to be
rich.
dealing with the
Yeah.
family man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's an Oracle deck. The Tarot, on the other hand, is a lot more systematized. There's a standard set of agreed upon cards.
you
and
you brought over
my own deck.
yeah,
I created
yeah.
my own deck as well. So as long as it follows the basic structure of 78 cards, 22 major arcana and 56 minor arcana, and it has this basically that structure, that is a tarot deck. It can have more, but it should not have less than that.
Okay, so it could have like different characters if it's like Lord of the Rings or something.
Dude, you
like,
could have a Riri tarot if you want. You know what I mean? It's
make
like
face-
Sign me up.
yeah, exactly. Like, or a JoJo tarot. You know what I mean? That would be best seller.
BNO.
you could have like a Star Wars or whatever.
Yeah,
So-
that's actually in the works. People have been clamoring for a Star Wars tarot, and Disney is actually getting on the curb with that. But they
really?
keep dropping the ball with the decks. The decks suck. I mean, it's just like they're lazy. Like first pop culture deck that came out
Yes.
that I was so excited for was the Game of Thrones tarot. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
oh my god! But when I got the deck, I was like, the card associations were lazy. You know what I mean? It was
They
like,
just slapped
they
it
just
on.
threw the
Yeah.
people on there, and now it's a Game of Thrones tarot. I was like, they could have been a little bit more. No, why is that person this card? They could have coordinated with an actual tarot scholar to justify their decisions, but they just pretty much threw it out there, and it became a cash grab. So
Okay, so here we go. I'll play back. Ian is asking career.
all right, career, we got you for Ian. A lot of options are coming your way, but you have to know the difference between an option and something you want. All right? Think of it like the dating pool. Just because they swipe right on you doesn't necessarily mean you should go out with them.
Yeah,
So when it
tama.
comes to your career, options are opening, but not all of them are worth your time.
Kron
Kron?
or Eric says career and family.
All right, for Eric, all right. Well, here's the thing. You're going to be studying something new in your career, but take your time in learning it. Don't try to like rush to getting the degree. Take time for mastery. It's kind of like in jiu-jitsu, those people who want to rush to the next belt, but their technique sucks.
Yeah, you
It's
gotta get your ass kicked.
Exactly. You got to really like stay at one level and get grounded out there until you know you've earned the belt that you're getting. And as for family, spend time with the missus or a significant female in your life because that energy is what you need right now.
Here's one, and I was kind of curious, is because someone sent in for. Can you do readings for famous people? For example, like, this is my favorite singer. This is my favorite basketball player. What is he going to be doing? Is he going to be okay?
Yeah.
I can do it so long as I'm not emotionally attached to them.
Okay.
Like when I was really into the UFC before, my favorite fighter was Frank Mir.
Yeah.
So every time he's fighting, I'd always like, is he going to win? How's he going to win? Because like I'm so emotionally attached. But the problem is me being so emotionally attached would kind of like garble the reading.
Yeah.
So as long as you're not like, if you ask me draw a card for Justin Bieber, I don't give a shit.
I was just gonna say Justin
exactly.
Bieber.
I don't
Okay,
give
go
two
ahead.
hoots.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Justin Bieber, all right, he's gonna be losing some money soon because he's doing all the wrong things right now. Literally
Yes.
speaking,
The
it's like
Bieber.
he's gonna see the other side of the fence that he's not ready
crashing
for.
out.
There you go.
He is. Okay, let's since someone's asking, might as well. Jason Tatum, his recovery.
Thanks for opening
Jason
the.
Tatum.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum?
Yeah,
Boston.
basketball.
Wow, okay. Well, the good thing about it is this. There's money coming his way. So even if he's just recovering, this guy ain't worrying about his money. I mean, like, he's literally getting paid to do nothing in the recovery. But more importantly, it's because of who he is. A lot of endorsements or collaborations are going to come his way because he can't really play because he's recovering. So they're going to look for other things to do with him.
True. Double A asking current relationship.
A current relationship for double A. Again, all right, keep your mind open, right? Because like if the worst thing you can do in relationships, and I'm sure that Riri and Jojo will agree with me on this, is settle. Right?
Yeah, that's
when you settle, just not settle down.
That's it.
Yeah.
The word.
Settle. Like I guess
For the bare
maybe.
minimum.
Okay, well, let's give it a try. If it's not an F yes, it's a no. Because relationships aren't like a pair of shoes. All right, it's either there or it's not. So if you feel you've settled in this current relationship, you might want to open your eyes to other things.
Okay, so we got someone off Zoom.
Alrighty.
So we got Rafael.
Rafael on the Ninja Turtles.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's up?
Hi. I'm doing good actually. I just want to ask Rob,
Go.
tarot guy.
Go.
I'm actually starting my new job on the 23rd of June.
Okay.
So I just want to know, will I have a great time on that new workplace, and what will be the outlook on my career, finance, and my personal life for the rest of the year?
Okay.
Well,
Captain.
He encapsulated. Let's go with the career.
The career thing is this.
Career and
The rest of the year.
finances is kind of like on the same track.
So with your career and your finances, I dare say you this. You are starting a new job, but I'm going to ask you to do some introspection because I honestly think that you kind of got a bit lowballed. In other words, you deserve more for what you're doing. You're more valuable than whatever they're giving to you. And you may feel just thankful right now that you have this new opportunity coming your way, but down the line, you know what you're worth. So you have to have enough self-awareness to be able to say, hey, I know what I bring to the table. Can you please compensate me, or can we agree on something better? Now, for the remainder of the year, it's going to be a year where, or a second half of the year where patterns will repeat themselves until you've learned the lesson. If you've learned the lesson, it will end. But if you don't, you're going to repeat this pattern over and over and over again. You've got to say, well, where do certain things keep happening over and over again? And if I don't like it, I've got to take the awareness to say enough.
Yeah, you got to
and walk away from it. So like you know what? I see this as a pattern. Anything more than 3 is a pattern. Then you have to be responsible for it, because once you break that pattern, the lesson has been learned. It will never come back. So I wish you a really good remainder of 2025.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Just one more question before I go. Because what if someone in my family wants to have a private reading?
Yeah.
Is that coming with a, let's say, a reading fee or is it for free?
No, it's
Just
not.
to-
It's not for free. There is a reading fee, and they can text.
This world isn't for free, bro.
Yeah. And look, if your family member
No, I'm
wants.
just asking.
Yeah.
It's only free right now.
Yeah. So if your family member wants a private reading, yeah, they can follow me on Instagram, Rob Rubin Readings, or they can text us at 0916-551-1824 to schedule an appointment.
All right.
All right. More
Thanks.
That's it.
All right. This guy trying to get
trying to get the freebie. It's like
Trying
the
to get the
free,
freebie.
the free show. It was like, can I get a free show alone?
This ain't free 99.
The
No.
private show for free.
No, we ain't doing that.
No,
All
I
right.
don't- Jojo will do it. I'll give him a tarot deck, and then you'll give you he'll come to your house.
I don't know.
Jojo will give you a different kind of show.
Pornhub na. Di nga.
Oh my God.
What the hell, man? On the air.
hell?
Jesus.
Let's go with my friend Nico.
All right, what's up, Nico?
Nico, he wants to know about his year for his career and business opportunities.
Okay, so for career, money's good, but there comes a point when it comes to earning that you have to ask yourself, is this worth it? I mean, as you get older, there comes a point where you look at your check, whatever you did, and you actually might cry because it was like, oh my God, this took a lot more out of me than what I got paid for it. If that's happening, that's where you need to implement boundaries. Good example. If 20 people wanted tarot readings with me today, if I said yes to all 20, I would have a seizure in the
done,
evening.
yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, you're done.
So I have to have the awareness to say that I'm good for 5. The remaining 15, they can sign up some other day because I know if I do anything more than that, what I'm earning from the money is just too much. It's same thing with you. Are you earning well, but at the cost of your soul? Now, the other question he had was his finances. Yeah, there's going to be something to celebrate. And the thing is this, sometimes, like in the UFC, a guy wins a fight and he calls out the champion right away. Celebrate your win, but don't just rush into things because, again, energy. You got to kind of like...
Don't jump into another fight.
Exactly.
Yes,
They like doing that. Like, you're not Alex Maheda.
and then all of a sudden, the next UFC, they get their asses knocked out.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, I shouldn't have done that.
It's pacing yourself and knowing your limits, but good things are coming your way.
There you go.
My friend has a question.
What's her question? Which one is
Why do you have
this?
to say it like that? No, my 2 friends are getting married
That's great.
soon. I don't know. It's a good question.
Why do you want me to ask about 2 happy people getting married? I don't want to. You want me to draw something?
A happy question that you could probably
For the 2 of them.
Yes, for Marco and Kat.
They have to be proactive with the changes that are going to happen when that occurs. Okay, they can't just say we'll worry about it when it gets there. Like you need to talk to people like Slick, who like I got married, and like from the single Slick to the married Slick, there's a ginormous change in life. And if they start addressing that early on, it's not going to be as much of a culture shock because if they're getting married, which they are, there's no avoiding that change. And you don't want like in the first month of marriage, like, what have I done? This is a nightmare. No, you want to know that there's a certain gravity that comes to it. Secondly, unless of course it's what they want, there's a chance of a little boy entering their life. Okay? So
Congrats. Look at the Slick now. Happy.
Yeah.
you could name the boy Jojo.
Hey, Harlow.
Yeah, I'm not happy.
Harlow. So, all right, we got another call.
Great.
Wait, Ian, we already did your reading, so
no. So let me just promote also for those of you who are interested, June 21st, the Asbury Poblacion Philippine TarotCon Summer Festival, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Tickets are available at tarotcon.ph. And remember, I'm giving away 2 free tickets to people who will like at TarotCon Philippines on Instagram. From all the people who like, I will select 2 and tell them that they've won.
All right. So Egyptian King is asking, can a tarot reader incorporate astrology or maybe just use ordinary playing cards?
Well, for the playing cards, that's what we call Baraja de Español. And it's a different kind of system, which it's like, the old Madame Zelda types, that's what they would use because it's kind of like a derivative of the playing cards. But yes, a tarot reader can use astrology, but they're very different because the tarot reading looks into details while the astrology is more of like profiling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like, okay, Rick is a Filipino, hence he must like rice. Hence he must like he must like adobo, and I think he probably has a thing for Manny Pacquiao. Blah blah blah. Versus the tarot reading, like but deep down inside, Rick is an angry individual, and you don't want to piss him off. So it's more of a macro micro kind of thing.
So what do you read about Jojo?
Jojo, I screwed 2 ways to Sunday.
Di ba sa Quiapo ay, di ba may ganon?
You cheated on me.
No.
You went to one in Quiapo. You cheated on me.
No. In Quiapo, di ba, you see other card, di ba? Ginagamit nila sa astrology, di ba?
No, astrology is something way different. Like, I need your date of birth, time of birth, place of birth, and I got to run it through the software, and I need to know like the different houses. I tried learning it. I know about it, but it's too much like trig that like my nose started bleeding. So I was just like, no.
But do you think it's accurate when people were born?
To be honest, I think it's very helpful. But there are some whack job astrologers that literally will put you in a box. Like, Riri, you're obviously a Scorpio due to your sexual energy. And because of that, you shouldn't date Rick because Rick is an Aries and your energies are incompatible because your moon is in the... Dude.
Everyone's saying like co-star is a scam.
Yeah. No. Co-star, again, it's not a scam. It's just to be taken with a grain of salt. You shouldn't like let your life dictate you with it. Even with the tarot.
Yeah.
If you come to me for a reading and you're like, Rob, you said it at 3 a.m. I should wear green and stand on my head and pray to the leprechauns. Dude, are you that dumb? You know what I mean? It's a tool of guidance. It's not God's law. Okay?
Okay, 863-10899. That is the hotline.
Yes.
Also, Zoom is 632-899-0899. Also, I'll play back if you want to know anything. This one is coming from, saw a new name, Angie, asking about career and love life.
Career and love life. Let's start off with career. You got to change your outlook on something with career because I think you're going to get an offer that's from kind of like left field. You're not like really prepared for it. Like, huh? What, do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
And then you got to know, is this really something you want to do? Now for love life, well, whatever relationship you choose to be in, you got to still be yourself. You can't lose yourself to the relationship. There are too many people who do that. Another thing I've learned recently is that if you're going to get into a relationship or if you're in a relationship with someone, if you want it to last, do not trauma dump on your partner. Why? It doesn't mean that you can't trust them, but you kind of allow them to be put on a pedestal over you and they start pitying you and then they start looking down at you.
Yeah.
And when they start looking down at you, they start being abusive or they leave. So if you got issues, I know a good therapist or come drink with Jojo and Rick and we'll talk to you, but you got to know like your lover is not your emotional janitor. Okay? That's just something I learned the hard way.
All right, so we're going to take a break right now. And keep sending in your readings and what you want to know. So once again, the hotline is 863-10899 or Zoom is 632-899-0899. Let's go with some player 2 with Fresh. This is Magic 89.9.
Tony, Slick, Gino, and 10. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. There you go. Manlalo! That's nice.
I love that song.
Why,
It sounds very 80s.
Zach Tabudlo, right?
Yep.
I love it.
I like Zach.
Zach is doing his thing.
Yeah.
So
What's the name of the song?
Manloloko.
Manloloko.
Like JoJo's story.
Yeah. The Mangloloko Takbo.
That's you, Jojo. Manloloko.
Manloloko.
You're a manloloko, bro. Why you like that? But welcome back to the show. If you guys wondering where Tin and Tony are, they are both out. Tin is hosting Kiefer's wedding.
Kiefer's.
And Tony, he has a shoot or something. So he's going to be gone for the rest of the week. So tomorrow it's going to be me and Tin. And then Tony comes back Monday. So there you go. And tomorrow we have the Roving MD. He's going to be here. And we have our friends from VMX. So Jojo, if you want to come back.
Yeah, BMX tomorrow.
Yeah.
Independence Day tomorrow. Happy Independence Day.
So tomorrow we have Anna Marie Gonzalez and Ashley Lopez. So
Ashley. Wow.
they have a brand new movie. It's called Bayo.
Bayo.
Yeah. Bayo.
Binayo.
Kulang T.
Binabayo.
Dagdagan mo T.
Tumayo.
B-A-Y-O-T.
Binabayo.
Tumawag yan sa Bisaya. What's that? Bayot.
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 Jojo boy. All right, here we go. Let's see. Apple 25 asking career.
Career for Apple. And if this is... Okay, you have to learn to say no. I think where you're working right now, they're kind of ringing you out. Boundaries are very important because no career is really worth your job. More importantly, take care of yourself first because if they lose you, they'll just replace you.
Ian's asking, what's the major difference between Chinese card reading and tarot?
I don't think there is anything as
Reading.
Chinese card reading, honestly. I guess it's the flavor. I mean, I'm American style, and you got
Yeah, you got the Chinese style.
the
stuff.
feng shui is very helpful when it comes to addressing the energy of a workplace or a home and bringing prosperity to the home. Then there's also Chinese astrology, batse, stuff like that. And I highly, highly recommend my dear friend Kessler Go. He is very, very good and passionate at that practice. When it comes to the Chinese stuff, he's the top of the line when it comes to me. Check him out, Kessler Go. But if you're talking about tarot, if you're talking about all the John Constantine, Doctor Strange stuff, I'm your guy. Can I shout out also
Go,
to
go, go.
all right. So those of you interested, TarotCon Philippines Summers Festival this June 21 at the Asbury Poblacion, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Tickets are now on sale at tarotcon.ph. And like I said, 2 lucky people who follow Instagrams at TarotCon Philippines will walk away with free tickets to this year's TarotCon Summer
Now,
Festival.
it's 10 to 10. Is it one of those things where you can kind of go out and then come back?
Yeah, you can go out, come back all you want. Because like the first half of it, we're going to be just opening up for the vendors, the merchants, and services, just immerse with people. Then at 1 o'clock, the talks begin. We have 7 very, very talented speakers. We'll be talking about different topics such as intuitive art, as psychology and tarot, I Ching, Chinese divination and tarot. So it's a nice, diverse group of people. And then later on in the afternoon, after all the talks are done, we're going to be doing some immersive activities like cacao ceremony, sound healing, tarot and yoga, and I'll be conducting a summer solstice ceremony that day too.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Evening.
Thank you, Rob, for your energy tonight.
Thank you. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Bon.
Hi, Bon.
What's up,
Yeah.
Bon? You want to know anything?
Yes, I'd like to know for like my career. Do I stay in my current job or do I start exploring?
Very good question. And the card is do not leave yet because an offer is going to be made that's going to make you want to stay where you are. If you explore, you might be going into the wilderness and have nothing sure. But if you just wait a little bit, something might be offered your way that will make you enjoy your present status wherever you're at.
Bon, what industry are you in?
Well, right now in manufacturing, but I worked with these like a long time ago at HIT.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And hit? Wow, that's like long time ago. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Bon.
Thank you so much.
More power to you as well.
Bye.
Bye. There you go. Just from Hit the...
What was Hit?
Recording studio.
Oh, cool.
Makati.
Yes, recording studio. So, let's see. Maroons is asking career and family. So if you guys want to reach us, it's 863-10899. That's the hotline. If you guys have Zoom, hit us up in the meeting room. It's 632-899-0899.
All right, let's address Maroon. We have number 1, when it comes to career, you're kind of experiencing a bit of a burnout right now. So I would tell you to take your time and slow down. Don't be in a rush. And for family, you have to have a talk with some of the people around you. One of the people in your family is going through something depressive, and giving them a support system is the way to go. Don't let them do it on their own.
And what are some of the more common questions that a lot of people ask?
Career and love life, straight up. I was
Is it just really like that?
Yeah, I do 2 shows a week, and I usually get those questions every freaking show. There's always some career, love life. It's like, and I can just make hula, and I scare them. I'm like, let me guess, you want to ask about career and love life? Oh, ang galing mo. How did you know? I was like,
Business, walang business.
But yeah, career yan. Sama.
Politika, yung politician.
You know, those are the ones that impress me because when you ask me a deep question, I actually get more. That's the best way of getting my attention. Because if you're just gonna jump in and say, "Oh, just tell me about my career and love life," any donkey can do that. But if you say, if like Riri would say, "Oh, Rob, I'm having an existential crisis right now. I'm wondering should I convert to Buddhism?" I'm like, "Whoa, that's a good one," and that actually requires me to dig deeper into it.
Okay, so if you guys want to know something deeper, then go for it.
Yeah, just don't like everybody's gonna ask about career, but I mean,
I have a deep question.
There's your deep question.
Okay,
how deep? You say it on the camera. How deep is it?
How deep is it?
How deep is the question?
No, okay.
That's a deep question.
Okay, no, it's kind of sad. No,
It's
not
kinda
sad.
sad?
No, it's about my dad because he passed away 2 years ago. I'm just wondering Is he happy right now?
You're asking me to speak to the dead
Yes.
on air.
This is radio.
This is what the other guy doesn't do, okay? All right, I will talk to the dead just for you because I miss my dad as well. Is your dad happy? And I will actually try to get a message from him just for you. Okay. His biggest insecurity is that if he sees you're not secure, even if he's gone, it kind of makes his bones rattle in his grave. If he could have, he would have given you the world. He could have given you everything. He wanted his little girl to feel safe and secure.
Man,
Okay?
you're gonna make me cry.
Please do it on camera, all right?
No, don't tell me.
In other words, though, there was very few people he would show that level of vulnerability to, but you were it. And of course, the spirit, the consciousness doesn't end just because you're dead. So when he sees you struggle financially and he worries, he really worries. I mean, I don't want to be a dick and say about you and just say just about you, but it's really, he's not that invested in your daughter as he is into you.
Yeah.
So if you want him to rest well, take the security of things. If he knows that you have a nest egg, he's going to feel better about it. Now, a message from him for you. But before I answer this, do you want me to be nice or honest?
Honest.
Okay. A lot of things have gone into giving you happiness, and the more you celebrate it, the better he feels. Okay? There are difficult moments, but it never robbed you of your beauty. It never robbed you of your light. Okay?
Okay.
And the more you celebrate your light, the happier he will be.
Aww.
All right?
Yay.
So I'm going to be
Thank
sleeping
you.
well tonight because somebody asked me to go beyond the grave. This is DJ John Constantine now on
Thanks,
Boys Night Out.
All right, we got someone off the Zoom.
All right, fire away. I'm not talking any more dead people, huh? All right, this is the one and done with Riri. You want it? Schedule an appointment 0916-551-1824.
The person hasn't unmuted themselves, but we got someone off the hotline. Hello?
All right, fire away.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. So, I just want to ask about two things: career and family life.
Oh, okay.
So
Close
we're
enough.
content creators.
You're content creators. How about this? What kind of content do you do?
Food.
Food, all right? Okay, food. Well, I was actually gonna invite you to TarotCon and comp you tickets if you wanted to. All right.
No, that'd be cool.
Yeah, if you guys, so if you would like it, we'll give you free tickets at TarotCon. Does that sound good?
Thank you.
All right, sounds great. All right, you gotta send us some. I don't know how Rick's gonna do this, but first is career, right? For them, that's the first question for your content creators. All right, there's a little bit of chaos, but the thing is this: the two of you are very much used to chaos. All right, you've been through some pretty heavy stuff together. Sorry, nearly said something bad on the area. So when it gets chaotic, you guys really buckle under and you make the most out of it. Number two. Here's the thing, you're a bit too generous. So if you want your career to be better, you have to increase your standards of who gets to be around you because there's only so much of you to go around. It's like, Rob, I'd love to be with you today, but I don't have the energy. I'm sorry. Can I schedule you to next week? All right. So that's
a timeout.
Yeah, timeout. Now, next is your family life. All right. Something good is coming your way. Something that you guys have wanted as a family that you've been working for is finally going to manifest, but it's going to manifest with a bit of, requirements to it. So like example, if you wanted to have another baby, well, that means that dad's going to be working double time and you're going to be having sleepless nights. So, or if you wanted to buy a house, that means you guys got to work a little bit harder so that, you could maintain that house. But it is a good thing. What you're wanting, you're going to actually manifest. And as a result of that, good times are coming your way. So I'll give them 2 free tickets. Rick, how do you want to set that up?
All you got to do is just message.
Yeah, message me on TarotCon Philippines at TarotCon Philippines on Instagram, and I will give you your exclusive code tonight on how to get your free tickets. I'll give you 2 for you and your husband, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
More power to you
We'll
guys.
message you on Instagram.
I'm looking
Thank
forward
you
to
so
it.
much.
But please tell us how that it's like I'm the winner because.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Not just some random.
Yeah. So it's like, my name is Jojo. I'm the winner.
I'm the winner.
There you go. Donna Faith off Zoom.
Hi, Don.
Donna Faith.
Donna Faith.
There.
Hello.
Hey guys, my name is Donna Faith.
Really?
Hi, Donna.
Okay.
Yes. What you want to
Yeah,
know?
so I want to know also about my career because I'm also a student. So I'm a working student. So in my free time, I do postings and I do like commercials whenever I'm free and mostly I'm in school.
All right.
What are you taking up in school?
Accountancy.
All right. So here's what I'm seeing with regards to your career. you have to be selective with who you work with, because right now, even if you're still in school, you're kind of overclocking it when it comes to your energy, that you're not doing as optimally as you would have in other areas of your life. So in other words, you're having a bit of a exchange. Like, if I'm going to do all these side jobs, is my school going to suffer? If I'm going to focus on school, I won't have as much of a side job. Number two, one bit of advice I'll give to you is avoid people with too much emotional drama, because that only drains you more. As in, honestly, you're really in a deficit right now of energy. And if you could take like a week off and go to like Siargao alone, I would tell you to do it, because you really need to like refill your battery right now. That's my biggest concern for you. Awkward
Okay,
silence.
thank you so much. And lastly, I just want to ask about about my mom's health. Actually, my mom was the one who pushed me to join you.
Okay. Is your mom listening too?
Yes.
All right, so
Okay.
mommy's health, we'll do that just for mommy. Okay, if she shows a lot more gratitude for the things that are entering in her life, her health will improve. Simply put, there are good things in her life. And if she actually tells the universe, thank you for this. You could be in a bad space, but I could say, thank you for Jojo. At least I have Jojo. I mean, it doesn't really solve the problem, but I'm thankful for him.
Grateful.
You would be surprised how that's going to help your overall well-being. And I'm sensing that if you don't do that, you're going to have some digestive problems. You're going to have some, heartburn, acidity, because you're holding on to too much negativity. But if you come from an energy of gratitude, in the end, that's just going to radiate outwards and bring more things like that into your life.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Thanks,
More
Donna
power.
Faith.
See you, Magic 899.
Anytime. Bye.
Like us on at TarotCon Philippines, because I have 2 extra tickets to give away there as well.
And that's interesting that you said it, is because I think a lot of people, they hold on a little bit too much to their negative energy, and it just eats them within.
There's a secret to that, though, brother.
Oh, what is
When
it?
it comes to holding on to negativity, do you know why people do it?
Why?
Because they don't know how to let go. They don't. Like, for example, if Jojo, knock on wood, was a rape victim, okay? God knows who would want to do that to him, but then again, if Jojo, I'm not making fun, but if Jojo was a rape victim, he could hold on to that. And if you tell him, let it go, move on, that's very inhumane, because that's traumatic. But nobody gives him a template of how to move on from that. You get stuck. So, or it could even be as simple as Riri's girlfriend dumped her. And how many people say, oh, just move on, let it go. Do you think she's holding on to that willingly? No, it's etched onto her flesh. What we need to do is figure out, what would it take for us to heal? So in the case of like Riri's girlfriend dumping her, I'd ask her, okay, what would it take for you to heal? And say, well, maybe if I become a cover girl model, I'll move on. Then now we know what to focus on, not just the pain. But the reason people keep it in is because they're not given a way out. So when you see somebody going through something and they're running around in circles, they're not doing it because they're emo. They're doing it because they don't know how to get out of that maze. And the least you can do is say, hey, I'm not going to judge you for it, but I'm here for you. How can I be of support? Make sense, bro?
Yes. This one is coming from Jankerby. Career.
Okay, career. Let's look. All right, you got to walk away from whatever you're doing right now because your heart's not into it, because a better opportunity is going to open up for you soon. All right. In other words, there's something right now that you're connected to career-wise that if it's going to take up your energy, it's going to block whatever's coming your way.
DJ asking about finances in 2025.
All right. Okay. Your finances are good, but your anxiety levels are not good. So it's like, even if the finances like, oh, I only have 20 million in the bank, it's like,
not bad.
No, but some people stress over that. You know what I mean? So like, I've seen a lot of poor rich people. You know that? People with more money than I know what to do with, but they're so miserable. I'm like, dude, if I had half your money, I'd be good.
okay.
You know what I mean?
But on the other hand, you never know what they've been
Exactly.
going through. Yeah.
So you got to figure out, where's the anxiety really coming from? Because even if you had $1 billion in the bank, I mean, look at Elon Musk. That asshole doesn't look happy. You know what I mean? He's the ugliest guy in the world. I'll say that on the air. Come get me, Elon.
He's always thinking that's why.
You know what I mean? So don't be Elon. You know what I mean?
Let's see. This one. This one's come from Justin. Justin's asking, can I ask about my future career and love life? Currently taking up flying school, and I'm not sure about the future in this career.
All right, let's look. Well, it's good for the meantime, but it's not going to be what you're doing for the next 20 years. So like one tactic people miss out on is that if you're doing what we call shit work, sorry to say that, all right, if you don't like the job you're working at in the factory, then work there until you find a way out. But in the meantime, while you're getting that job, at least you're paying your bills. But you have to have an exit strategy. This card shows me to take that flying job, but make it clear exit strategy. You know what I mean? What's the thing beyond it? Once you have that, then you're good.
There. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. Who's this?
Hello, this is Anne.
Hello, Anne.
Anne, yes.
Sorry for the cliche, but I'll be asking for my love
Career.
life.
Career and love life. So cliche, right?
It's all good.
Did you think of that? Oh my God. Am I gonna? Okay, all right.
Oh my God.
For the career for Anne, you need to rest. You're already sunog. Really.
Pahinga ka.
As in, like, you need to chill. You need to hang out with Jojo for a week,
chill
and he'll
down.
take you around.
Coffee down.
No, but really, like, you're overdoing it, and too much work is just going to burn the engine out. Now, when it comes to love life, continue expanding your horizons. If you're single, going into new places is going to allow new energy and new opportunities to come your way. But if you're in a relationship, then start seeing new places with that person so that your relationship grows with them.
NBSB.
What's NBSB?
No boyfriend since.
Well, then you need to start traveling. Don't just be in the barangay hoping that one day it's just going to change. But that can change overnight. If you want, Jojo's available.
Yeah,
Come here,
let's
pick him
go
up.
to Boracay.
He'll take you. Just said it himself. He'll take you to Boracay. It's a
Or
nice
Told
guy.
Monkey. Let's go to Told Monkey.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Monkey.
Told
Yeah.
Monkey.
Have you been to Told Monkey?
What?
Have you been to Told
Can
Monkey?
I ask one more?
Go.
Finances.
Finance.
You know what? Honestly, when it comes to finances, you're okay, but I think it's your more emotional state you need to focus on right now. It's like, it's not epic, but it's not like you're running out of cash. So start going on dates. Come visit Jojo.
Or Bumble. You can
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Open yourself up to new possibilities.
You literally just told people to use the app.
Let's see. Cruz Ellen asking career. Is it time to move on?
No, it's not yet time to move on, because if you put your foot down and you actually say that if I don't get X, I'm out the door. What happens if you get X? Right?
Yeah.
Like if you're working for something, Riri, and like they're treating you like crap, don't just leave. Just say, like, try. You're planning on leaving anyways. Like, if I don't get triple, I'm out. What if they gave you triple? Okay. Right?
I wish.
But it could happen. I like to tell people, you never know what you'll get if you just ask. Right? It's just so simple just to ask. And if they say no, okay, then I'm out. Simple as that. But if they say yes, you win. Right?
It's a win-win. Noel asking career.
Career. This is a very hot topic tonight. And you got to watch out for narcissistic and domineering a-holes in your life right now, especially in career, because I'm sensing the presence of somebody who's really demanding and kind of inconsiderate of your feelings. Like, I think you might be having a terror boss. Careful with that.
Someone's asking about you, Rob.
What about me?
Mick is asking, how do you manage your mental and spiritual energy pre and post readings?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good question. First and foremost, I bleed coffee. So it's like if a coffee sponsor wants to sponsor me, I'll gladly take it. I actually import my coffee from the States.
Oh, really?
I bring in Death Wish coffee.
Oh, yeah.
So I need that. Either that or 5 Hour Energy. I bring that in as well. So anything caffeinated that you can get at the Walgreens, I've got. All right. But at the same time, I do ritual work. I sleep a lot. And when I think I'm kind of overworked, I'll rest, and at the same time, I'll get a good meal. Okay, but if I'm really like energetically drained, there's nothing better than spending time with my little doxy Isis and my children, because they always bring back the perspective to my life.
Yeah, that's something that you really do need.
Yeah.
Just to settle you, ground you.
Yeah, just because it reminds you the why, right, Rick? I mean, Rick would get it. Like, you work your ass to death when you're like smoked already, and then you come home and you see your little kid and you say, okay, that's why I did it.
Yep.
All right.
That is true. So once again, it's 863-10899. That is the hotline. The Zoom is 632-899-0899.
And don't forget to buy tickets at tarotcon.ph, and at the same time to like at TarotCon Philippines on Instagram. I'm giving away 2 lucky tickets there. And if Jojo likes somebody, they're going to get a ticket too. Let's see, right? Jojo will be there. He's going to macho dance at TarotCon. He's going to wear his...
Never know.
I support you.
You never know. Jojo, he's doing his thing. But let's play a song right now.
Thank you.
And get a little rest. And I'm going to look for a radio tabloid for Riri to read.
Make it sultry.
Yeah. Okay.
Cucumber prices are double today. Ladies out there.
Well, we'll try to find a nice one to read. Okay. Be back.
Tony, Slick, Gino, and 10. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Ty Dolla $ign, all in. Time now is 11:37, and we got someone off Zoom. So, guys, just joining us. Welcome to Boys Night Out. My name is Slick Rick.
Rob Rubin Readings.
John Love Survivor.
Naughty Riri.
All right.
Still naughty, huh?
Yeah.
She is still naughty.
Still naughty, huh?
Naughty and
So we got Pam. So hi Pam.
Hi Pam.
Yes. Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask probably just a general direction in life, if that's possible.
All right. That's a good one for you. All right.
I kind of feel like, sorry, just to give context, I kind of feel like I'm already like in the middle part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I know everything's good, but somehow, there's still a part of you that thinks that, you don't know like how everything will go like in the next few years and things like that. So yeah, probably just an advice regarding that.
All right, very good question. And I have a very good answer for you. One thing you've done really well in the past couple of years is you've taken care of people. You've gone over and above to help people, to give, okay? However, you've already maxed that out. The next phase for you, you need to learn to receive. You need to learn to let people in. You need to learn to let people help you. Now, that's really scary, especially if you're used to being the one taking care of others and giving to others. But if you don't do that, the universe is going to kind of force it. And it's going to force you to have to take that kind of support because it's just balancing out the energy. So for the past couple of years, you've been like a wonderful mother or sister and you take care of everybody around you, but you've left nothing for yourself. Now the direction for you is, well, it's my turn now. It's my turn to receive. It's my turn to let people help me. It's my turn to be in the spotlight and to find my supporters. Because at the end of the day, ma'am, you deserve it more than anyone else.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're
Thank you
very
for
welcome,
that.
ma'am.
Thanks,
Pam.
Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. So,
Bye.
what's next, boss? Rick?
Once again, how can they reach you for private readings? But then this is not free.
It's not free. For those of you who want readings, we can do it anywhere from Metro Manila. We could do it from anywhere. Anywhere, in other words, if you're from Metro Manila, across the globe, all you got to do is hit me up 0916-551-1824 or follow me on Instagram at Rob Rubin Readings. And of course, it's not free. Now we can do it via Zoom, or if you want to come to my office in QC near Ateneo, there's an additional fee for in-person readings. But yes, I can read for you privately. Now, at the same time, too, I want to invite everybody to this year's TarotCon Summer Festival, June 21st at the Asbury Poblacion, the largest gathering of tarot enthusiasts, fans, practitioners, speakers, entertainers in the country, okay? It's June 21st from the Asbury Poblacion, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., and you could purchase your tickets at tarotcon.ph.
All right, Chrissy Girl is asking about the range of the fee. That's really, you have to talk to Rob.
Send me a message.
Yeah, that's something we would. And one more for Chrissy is it much better to look for another job?
All right, let's look. And right now, you have to wait for the offers. To look is fine. To jump is another. You might not be happy where you are, but canvassing, sending out your application is fine. But unless something is like really worth you uprooting yourself, then I wouldn't waste your energy. So it's got to be like, okay, that's a good reason for me to leave. But if they're offering you the same, might as well just stay where you are.
Yeah, there you go, Chrissy. Thank you very much. And here we go. Don't worry, Rob is going to definitely be back.
Yes, definitely. Be hearing more from me.
Yeah, I'll be working on that one. But here we go, live from Unit 907 Paragon Plaza. EDSA Coronel 9th Street in Mandaluyong City from the studios of WWTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTTT good. All right. Email us, teambno899 at gmail.com. Also hit us up on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Boys Night Out Radio. So just PM your cuento or whatever you want us to know. So radio tabloid, anything under the sun that want to get off your chest. But usually
R-rated.
it really becomes that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It really does become that. But here we go. Since Naughty Riri is here, but she's not Naughty Riri on.
He's in love.
What's your,
I am naughty Riri.
Well, no. But what's your IG? You have
Rhea of the Moon.
Okay, that's cooler.
Rhea the Moon.
Yeah, I could take it like very lunar goddess, but
Yeah,
Naughty
'cause
Riri
my
is
last name.
Yeah, but Naughty Riri is like 5 years ago. Not naughty.
Yeah, that
Don't be
is
naughty.
so. I can be naughty, but
You have a boyfriend.
Roll
You
with
should-
a boyfriend.
Well, you be naughty with him.
yeah.
All right, so here we go. So Riri is gonna be reading this one.
Okay.
Go for it.
Hey, boys. I'm back with a sick entry. Thank you for reading that innocent confession session story. I realized that I just don't dig it anymore. Just thought of sharing it with you guys. Ready for some steamy action?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Ever seen one of those Adam and Eve porn videos? Well,
No.
I love it.
Obviously, JoJo has.
Well, I have a similar story, but in the woods. Gullier is my ex-guy best friend, or should I say best friend, who's first base, second base, third base, and home run with each other. It was obvious that what we had was more than what is expected from a friend. It was something deeper, right? Gio, holla to you if you're ever hearing this right now. Or should I say, Daddy, spank me.
Oh, Daddy.
Wow.
We went to this
Can you
farm.
say that again for?
Okay.
For the fans.
Yeah.
Okay. Or should I say, Daddy, spank me?
You've said that before, haven't you? Huh?
I love that.
We went to this farm in Nueva Ecija. Is that what I'm saying it right?
Nueva Ecija.
It's super cold when we went there. So, of course, I wouldn't let myself feel cold. Most especially because I have my best friend with me. We went together with our other homies. We were staying in different houses. During this morning, I first went with my girl best friend to this onion farm. Before you reach the farm, you would pass by a body of water first. So we decided to go skinny dipping. Even if it was super cold, we just went for a quick dip, then placed our clothes back on, and then continued walking, going to the farm. When we reached our destination, I was in awe. It was so beautiful. I've been close with nature ever since I was a little girl, so I really appreciate it big time. When we were on our way, I realized I haven't seen Gio. I was literally dripping wet. And that it's...
Basa.
Because of the swimming, right?
Basang basa.
Kasi you're out in the field.
Yes. I love it. Continue.
And that it's okay for him to see me dirty. We've already seen each other in a dirtier look. I went straight to the boys' bat cave. I was looking for him. He was in the kitchen and he wasn't wearing any shirt. So it's just his apron on top of his shorts. While cooking some lunch, I was like, I like what I'm seeing. I walked slowly and quietly towards him, hugging him from behind, surprising him that I was there because the rest of the crew were outside of the veranda chilling. Writing this story makes me miss him since we've been through a lot. Ugh, I miss you, Gio.
Oh, sarap.
He turned off the stove. He faced me and we started to kiss passionately. His hands were slowly going down my back and then under my pants while grabbing and squeezing my, can I say the word ass?
Yes. Say it.
Okay, yeah, you just literally said it.
I literally said it. He carried me in his arms while we were kissing. He placed me over the counter and we were making out. I love how he was just busy satisfying me. He was playing with me while we were kissing, and then he stopped because he realized that he needs to finish cooking first since we were going to have a boodle fight. I just stayed there with him doing random things. I was just rapping and listening to music. I could clearly remember I was rapping to Juicy J's part of the song I Don't Mind by Usher. I had lunch with the crew at the veranda, and then I went back first to the house I was staying with my girl best friend. I took a nap, and then I was busy farming with the locals first.
Yeah. Farmer girl.
A farmer girl. I plan to get naughty once it is time. I already know what's going to happen during nighttime. Just want to chill with the crew. Just gonna smoke and drink.
I love that.
Reminds me. So after dinner time, I was already full. Not tired though. I was super energized to go full rounds with Gio. He makes me feel things I've never felt before. We've always been sexual with each other. He's a type wherein he will grab my boobs and say,
Yeah, I love that. Say that.
no.
Riri hasn't had a guy like that.
Riri's wild.
Anytime he wants, even when in front of our friends, when they are looking or in public, and even bend me over anytime. I usually just grab his eggplant and bum anytime too.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, this story is crazy.
Continue.
We wanted to explore the place more, so we did. The place wasn't fully lit. It was super dark. I wasn't afraid because I know that I was with him. We were walking together, just the two of us. He was telling me that we should try something that we've never done before. So I showed him where the body of water was. We sat by it, busy talking. I was scared to admit that I was slowly falling for him. I'm just really glad I have him in my life. I started to tear up writing this because I miss him and his cucumber. He's a baby daddy now, by the way, guys. And he's in a happy place already. He's a really jolly person. He doesn't really like being emotional, but during that moment, he was also talking about his feelings. So after our heart-to-heart talk, we said that we'd get back with the crew. Then all of a sudden, he started being aggressive with me, the sexual type of aggressive. No intentions of hurting me, so I would run away and shout, "Habulin mo ko!"
Habulin mo ako.
in a naughty manner. And so he did. When he was finally able to catch me, he carried me with his arms and legs. The area was filled with trees, but it was clean. It was well maintained. I didn't mind, even if my clothes would get dirty. As long as I get dirty with Gio, then it would be worth it. He placed me on the ground gently. We can't really remove our clothes since we gotta make it quick. I was wearing a skirt. It was intentional because I was already ready for some action that night. Easy access. He went on top of me and he kissed me and then bit me so giggle. Then he opened his belt, placed his pants down, and then quickly went inside of me. Super giggle. I was super giggle too. The way I would kiss him was too aggressive. Ew, Jojo.
I'm so giggle.
Yeah, it's like, damn. Good.
I love it.
Tell him about Jojo.
I felt that I'm about to squirt.
Oh.
And he said that he will squirt too.
Oh.
So we will squirt together at the same time.
Oh, yes.
I think we left a mark on the ground, so dirty. A few pats on my clothes and there was no mark of me lying down on the ground. We were still energized. A few minutes of walking, then he suddenly bent over me. He was ready for another round. So we did it doggy style.
Wow, I love it.
And then we squirt together. When you squirt together, you will be happy. So you should squirt together more. I was just giving him a beatbox while he was freestyle rapping about our experience. Our tongues are really playful. We were just busy goofing around and laughing while on our way to the Bat Cave. We showed up to the crew first, chilled with them, took a shower, and I thought of everything that we end up. But then I woke up to him having his snack. I'm glad that I met him during my late teenage years. He could definitely jive with mine. His cucumber and And my kitty cat too.
Kitty cat.
To my fellow hustlers out there, you need to get up, get out, and get something.
I love it. I love the story.
Don't let the days of your life pass by. Quoted by Outkast. I opt to incorporate hip hop quotes because just like my hip hop, my confession session entries are not always about sex. These quotes are to inspire the listeners to hustle. Bars.
Bars. Bars.
From your girl with a playful tongue. XOXO, Farmer Girl.
Farmer Girl. I love that girl. Farmer Girl.
Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah, he sent us letter before, Farmer Girl.
You really remembered all
Yeah,
that.
I remember
didn't
that Farmer
Have
Girl.
you met her?
Yeah, we he sends letter before. He gets fruits before.
Oh, si Jojo met up with Farmer Girl.
Oh, that girl is nice, the Farmer Girl.
And what else can you say?
It's very nice and hot. And he likes the rap song. I love that. He like Notorious B.I.G. I like that.
You sus, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
You sus.
well, we all know where Jojo hangs out, right?
Yeah, exactly. Cafe Havana, right?
Yeah.
That's you went to meet at Cafe Havana. Let's see you there.
I bet you tried to pull the move.
Nice to meet you, huh?
I love it.
But thanks, Riri.
Thank
That's
you,
nice.
guys.
You're gonna help a lot of guys sleep
Yeah.
tonight with that one.
I hope so.
They were a squirt.
Put that on your feed.
Yeah, I will.
Put that on your feed.
There's no like background music, so it's gonna be so awkward. Like,
Your voice is enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Trust me.
That guy's like, yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so how can they follow you?
follow me at ria.deluna on Instagram.
There you go. And Rob, how can they follow you?
Follow me on Rob Rubin Readings on Instagram or visit my website, robrubinreadings.com.
Jojo.
Yeah, you can follow me in YouTube, Jojo Love Survivor, in my YouTube channel also. And follow me in Instagram, Love Survivor, and Facebook, Jojo Love Survivor.
All right, so catch you again tomorrow. Jojo, you coming tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do it, Slick.
Okay, you better. It's because we got friends from VMX. We have the Roving MD. Tin's going to be back. And speaking about being back, congrats to the Army because BTS.
Yeah!
It's coming back.
They're
so
all,
happy.
Majority, they're all out. We're just waiting for Suga. Suga is probably next week. So there's six out of 7 are out. So congrats.
I'm so happy.
Everyone's happy right now.
Tomorrow is Game 3 of Indiana. And
Game 3 is
OKC.
tomorrow. So let's see who's going to come out on top. To win Game 3, it's going to be in Indiana. So, yeah. My name is Slick Rick.
Rob Rubin Readings.
Naughty Riri.
Jojo Love Survivor.
And leaving you with BTS. And you guys take care. Be good. Bye-bye.
Bye, beautiful people.
Was it honestly Tony, Slick, Gino, and Tin. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.